Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit, and it is for the CWF Worldwide Television Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of Raleigh, North Carolina, former television champion Chet Sterling. And fighting out of
Cecil Scott, former champion Chet Sterling, taking on the current worldwide television champion Smith Garrett. Very unusual, very uncharacteristic. It was the defending champion Smith Garrett that said, I want to defend my title against the man who had the championship robbed from him. Garrett went even so far as to say, I might not even have this championship had it not been ripped off by Cedric Alexander from you. Very, very, almost unheard of level of respect between champion and challenger here.
Yeah, it's a case of Smith Garrett felt like it was the right thing to do. And I'll tell you from life experience, a lot of times doing the right thing usually comes back to bite you in the butt.
And it absolutely could. We could see Chet Sterling become a two-time Mid-Atlantic heavyweight.
Go on.
You're absolutely right. We could see Chet Sterling become a two-time worldwide television champion here against Smith Garrett. Very, almost like a Japanese level crowd.
Yeah,
very interested in what's going on. Big, strong reactions, favorable reactions from both men. But this crowd is waiting to see how this championship match develops.
Yeah, very attentive. And like you said, just kind of patiently waiting to see what happens. And I'm patiently waiting to see, A, who the crowd really starts to side with here, and two, which one's really going to start to maybe kind of abandon the fan favorite in the technical wrestling style. I kind of feel like one of them might try to get a little dirty at some point.
Yeah, we saw an incredible matchup last week on CWF Worldwide. And the ace, Arik Royal, and the assassin, Aric Andrews, defended the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Championship against Andrew Everett and Jesse Adler.
Yeah, great match last week. And
last week it was the champions who kind of, they weren't breaking or even bending the rules, but it was the defending champions last week who got aggressive first.
Yes, sir. Nice try toe hold. And so far we've got a technical wrestling match in this, which I more or less expected. Going high on that headlock. If you go too high, Garrett might slip out from behind.
Yes, he might.
Sterling got it clamped in pretty good, and this is his first crack at that TV title since he lost it to Alexander.
That's
but
right.
he really was robbed of that title.
Absolutely. It was the wrench that they used to put the ring together. Alexander has used it for many victories all around the world. Right now, we're seeing great wrestling from both champion and challenger. Neither man wants to make a mistake. They are setting a very deliberate pace. I gotta believe it. It's very similar. Oh, shoulders are down. Only got 2. I want to believe it's a very similar situation to what we saw last week between the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions. If it's speed, if it's maybe even finesse, it's gonna favor the challenger. If it's power, if it's throwing bombs, I think it favors the champion.
I think you're absolutely right. And one thing that's favoring the champion right now is this pace. If you're Sterling, you don't want to get caught up in a mat wrestling match with this 10-minute time limit.
That's right, those 10 minutes. You've challenged for the Mid-Atlantic television title back early in your career. Those 10 minutes can slip away from you in what feels like really just a matter of moments.
Right, you hear that call for 5 minutes and you're like, holy crap, where did the time go? And if you're in a feeling out process like this with this chain wrestling, it slips away really quick.
Smith Garrett holding on to the side headlock. Up and over. Leapfrog.
Beautiful arm drag.
Yes, he did. Trying to maneuver his shoulders to the canvas. Of course, Chet Sterling has been mentored for a number of years by the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion Trevor Lee. Trevor Lee called him his apprentice early on in his career. And he has learned the teachings, learned all the tricks of the trade, so to speak, from Trevor Lee. And quite frankly, right now, there may be nobody better to learn from anywhere in the planet.
Absolutely.
Smith Garrett, a product of the CWF Mid-Atlantic Dojo, our wrestling school that is housed here in the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium. He's had the benefit of training with Trevor Lee, Andrew Everett, Arik Royal, and even Chet Sterling before. When you've trained with somebody like that, when you know each other's game, you know each other's moves, you know each other's style. Oh, good thinking from Sterling. Only got a count of 1 out of it, though. It makes it easier to stay on top. You've already pretty much done your scouting just in routine training sessions.
Right. And that's exactly what I'm talking about, that 5-minute call.
Oh, rolling reverse, only got 2. Yeah, if you'd have asked me, I would have said about 90 seconds has gone. Into a cradle, shoulders down, only got 2.
And I'm a little surprised Sterling, nice standoff there, but Sterling, both of these guys are real familiar with the 10-minute time limit of the TV championship. I'm a little surprised Sterling didn't come in a little more assertive. And 5 minutes just kind of went away and more or less nothing's happened. Neither man has an advantage.
Well, maybe Sterling knows in the back of his mind, you know, he saw John Skyler get knocked out by that rolling elbow. He's seen guys get just their clocks cleaned, quite frankly, by Smith Garrett, who's a hard hitter. Maybe he didn't want to rush in foolishly here.
Suplex? No, sir.
Oh, heads up. Heads up.
Neither guy can get an advantage here. They're both still fresh.
Yeah, if anybody, whoever gets the move is going to, Smith Garrett too strong. I was going to say whoever gets the move is going to have a big advantage here. No, swing and a miss. Both men still jockeying for position, and Smith Garrett goes to the ropes. Champion's prerogative to slow the pace down here.
Right.
Oh, he cut him low. He cut him in half too. Oh, he could have won the title right there. Woo. He almost sawed him in half on that one. The champion may be in a bad way.
And a couple inches off, and he would have caught nothing but knees in the gut. Man, that was a dangerous situation.
Yeah, Garrett is hurting off that one. You try to hit as square as possible. Angle slam, no, sir. Sterling, like I said, both these men have got it scouted.
Neck breaker, no, sir.
No, sir. Great thinking. Gonna go back to the angle slam, perhaps. Got him! And now the champion has leveled the challenger. Oh, much better position though. I was gonna say, now the champion has leveled the challenger with something just as big, just as nasty as that cross body that caught the champion low. Both men have had one big shot that has taken the wind out of them.
Sterling thought he had a little quickness edge here, but Smith Garrett able to come right back with the right hand.
Yeah, the champion needs to take control here. If the champion slows it down and leans on the challenger, you'll be amazed at how quickly that time can slip away.
Right, and that's it's almost like a football team that's running the whole time. Garrett, he's not doing anything to run away from contact, but he has manipulated this clock.
But, you know, he may feel like that's dishonorable. You know, it was all about doing the right thing to give Chet Sterling this title opportunity.
Yeah, but you still got to win the match.
Yeah, Sterling has earned it. I shouldn't say give. Grant the opportunity. Big clothesline, take him to the canvas. Two. Sterling knows that the time to hesitate is ticking away here.
Right, he's got maybe a minute 45, a minute 40 to get something going here.
Needs to get on the man, though. Precious seconds are ticking away. Now is not the time to measure. Now is the time to go for anything. Smith Garrett has got aggression on his face. Scores with the neck breaker.
Man, that's a big move.
Yes, it is. Cover two.
If you're Sterling, you got to shake it off quick. If you're Garrett, you can just let time take its course.
Both men down. Both men have felt hurting bombs from the other. Crowd very split so far between champion and challenger. The champion is measuring him though.
Against the splash, no sir.
Charge got nothing. Kick. Oh, everything these two are doing hurts.
Rolling elbow miss though.
Caught him.
What in the world?
Sterling has got control of the champion. The champion is trying to fight. He fought out of it. He got it. Whoa! Smith Mountain.
Sir.
Could be. To his feet.
My goodness, what an athletic move. Rough Rider lariat.
Caught him with the Rough Rider. Both men down. Both men down. Sterling's got to cover. He's got to move now. Sterling has got to cover. He's got to move now. Cover. 1, 2, 2. Precious seconds are ticking away. This crowd is coming up. They want to see a winner and a loser. They do not want to see it go to curfew here. The 10-minute time limit is dripping away, and both champion and challenger are down.
And on opposite sides of the ring here.
The first two will win this thing. Oh, they had the same idea. Double clothesline and both men are down. They have fought the 10 minutes.
And we've really settled nothing here.
They have fought the 10 minutes, both champion and challenger.
10 minutes even. This match is a time limit draw. Smith Garrett retains the title by rule.
It's not happening like that. I don't care what the time limit is. We've got champions here wrestling for 105 minutes. And this title means that one of us damn should be a champion. This ain't ending like that. There's going to be a winner. Restart the damn match.
Smith Garrett wants the match. It's over there. Aric Andrews is in the ring.
Aric Andrews has bull rushed the ring. What in the world? Oh, the asphalt spike from Andrews.
We were going to restart this match, but Andrews has crashed this thing.
Yes, Smith Garrett admirably said we have champions at CWF that will fight for 105 minutes. He said I'll damn sure fight for more than 10 for mine. Andrews has got the television title. We saw Andrews get beat like a dog in the Virginia farm fight last week, and he's got the television title in his hands.
And he is aiming right at the head.
Oh! Hit him with the title.
He just KO'd Smith Garrett with that title belt. And he is He is just standing there with that TV title and throws it on the ground. Aric Andrews has made his presence felt to the TV champion, and he just walks out as quickly as he came in.